I have a question.
What's the question?
¿Tienes muchas novias?
No, tengo un novia.
And the next day you have another. Okay? You know what I'm saying?
You know
Because
what I'm
that's
saying,
how we
Mitchell?
roll. Me and my cousin Bad Bunny. Okay?
I know exactly what you're saying.
And he does know what we're saying. Because he tienes muchas novias. You know what I'm saying?
It's really embarrassing, too, because I took Spanish in grade school, and I know nothing.
Yeah, well, you did it in grade school.
Yeah, well, a failure of the system definitely wasn't me being a terrible student.
It can
No.
be
You know,
both.
I think it's
And
mostly the
fault.
terrible student. Yeah, honestly, I don't want to blame the Canadian education system. I think it's awesome, but of course,
Better than you.
Obviously.
we are
Yeah.
talking about Mr. Girlfriends himself, Bad Bunny. Okay, I loved the Kendrick halftime show in 2024, and it was like slightly like criticizing the government. Or I'm sorry, 2025. But this one was like, one, beautiful, nice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about. You know what? The right time to burp is when a brown man's talking about the beauty
I was muted.
of his people. You know what?
Fuck, dude.
I'm
felt
stopping.
it coming.
I'm canceling this pod. I'm done. No.
It's over.
Not only was Bad Bunny looking delicious, he starts off with the sugar plantation. There's just a lot of meaning behind like almost everything that's going on. I got emotional. Of course, I think despite not feeling every day like the weight of what's going on, like I think it still racks up where when you see something positive that goes against, I guess, like the super negative grain that's going on, it is pretty like emotionally I don't say overwhelming, but like it hits pretty hard. I think he did a really good job. And I think anyone who didn't watch it or says it's bad is fucking racist.
Yeah, true. Well, it's
What-
like, you can even just say, like, oh, I don't generally listen to his music, and, like, not usually the kind of music I listen to, whatever. But, like, it was a great performance. It was a great set. The dancing was so good. Also, don't really get how you don't like the music, but that's
Also, I don't get how you don't like the dancing. So much
It was-
delicious Latina ass.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
No, it was just so good, and it is just so important, like, right now, for there to just, like, be celebrations of cultures that is not, like, dominant, hetero, white, Christian culture, which is barely a culture.
It's a cult.
So it's just, like, it's a cult, yeah. It's just, like, it's so great to see that. Like, it's just, like, I don't have any ties to the Latino community. But, like, it was just, like, it was heartwarming for me to watch, too. I totally understand how it could be emotional.
Oh yeah. And then like there is a lot of that sentiment like, oh, I don't usually like this kind of music, but like I really like the performance, the choreography was great, blah blah blah. And then you have the other people who are like, I like to catch my fish and I like to drive my truck and I like to drink my beer, okay? And you know who's stopping me from doing that? The woke left, dude. I can't do any of that anymore. Because I'm a snowflake.
I saw this
For all three
video.
branches of government, but somehow the woke left still stops us from doing everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. I saw this video being like they were just joking, being like, oh, I wake up and I have to feed my dogs, but I can't because the trans people won't let me. It's just the exact same energy. It's like, oh, I want to drink a beer, but all the illegals, I can't.
Dylan Mullaney might be on the bottle or whatever that stupid shit was, dude.
Oh,
It's-
never forget that.
It's all like they're such snowflakes, man. Nothing. Again, same people that watched the Kid Rock concert are the same people that wanted segregated water fountains. Like, you can't handle anything. You're weak.
No, the snowflake culture is so crazy that I was actually watching a Hassan video where he was reacting to Nick Fuentes, who has literally
Oh,
started
dude.
just repeating leftist talking points about how the right are just a bunch of crybabies who do nothing but whine and complain about literally everything and be eternal victims.
It's
like,
actually
that's how bad it's got.
It's because he's gay and he knew how cunt the Bad Bunny thing was. So he was like, if you watch the Kid Rock concert, you're fucking like not American. Like he was so mad that anyone wouldn't want to watch Benito. But no, but it's funny. It's like a broken clock is good.
Right, twice a day. I think is the words
I think it's good.
A broken clock is good.
But he's right. It's like if we continue down this path, we're no better than the left. It's like, I agree with that in woke one. I like that terminology. I like differentiating woke one and woke two. Because in woke one, we not to say we, but like definitely there was kind of that feeling like no fun can be had. Everything bad. If you don't like we were talking about, like if you don't like Ghostbusters, you die. Whereas now that's like a conservative like.
I feel like when we talk about woke one, that's like as much liberal identity politics. I don't even know if I really like identifying that with the left, because I feel it was as much superimposed as a leftist ideology from conservatives who don't differentiate between a liberal and a leftist, and just in general conservative always pushing that self-victimization narrative, as we've seen in the past 10 years. Is they pretend they make up imaginary people who criticize them for doing for the war on Christmas, shit like that. Like no, there was no serious leftist dialogue about Christmas. Like even when the stakes were lower than they were, felt lower than they were now.
But it's liberals. It's always liberals. Woke one, as you call it, Diego, was just liberals being liberals, and now all the liberals are conservatives actually and siding with them. So it's actually leftists doing woke too.
I also want to say I didn't say otherwise. Woke one. That's why woke one sucked, because it was performative liberals who just wanted to be mad at people. Because that's how they, got some dopamine in their day. It wasn't people who actually like really cared. I mean, to be fair, there obviously were people who cared, but a lot of that odd outrage was not from real people.
Yeah, it's a weird. It's a weird thing where it's like, it was the only push for any sort of progressive social change that we had. So even if you disagreed with exactly what was going on, you still had to kind of back it, because you were like, well, this is obviously, at least we're talking about shit. At least we're recognizing what's fucked up about society.
But now
we got the real leftists. Woke 2.
You got woke 2. And some people are upset, mainly the Wonder Bread complexion type people. Crackers, might I say.
The Wonder Bread complexion.
You're gonna get banned. That's a slur when you use it.
No, I'm half white. Lord drop. I have the forbidden fruit in me. Do we want to watch this Megyn Kelly clip?
Yeah, so Megyn Kelly basically, her and so many Republicans and just conservatives in general crashed out, a very snowflake response. So, yeah, we can watch some of this.
We'll also hear Piers Morgan be woke, which is always awesome.
Yeah.
In the middle of it, he was preaching about unity, not just the United States of America, but the wider Americas. What was the problem, Megyn?
A certain male gesture is coming to mind, but I'm not sure I can do it on the show. No, it was...
Is she talking about the perreo? That's probably what she's talking about, and then thrusting his hips, which is just like a dance.
What is a male gesture?
I think that's what she's talking about, because he gyrates his hips and shit with his dance, I think.
What?
It's actually so funny. Sorry to go on a tangent after we're 10 seconds in, but just that I feel like all of the hate I've seen about Bad Bunny is just so blatantly racist. It is exclusively about him being brown and speaking Spanish and being from Puerto Rico, and none of it is actually about the sexual nature of his lyrics, which it is.
Which is so funny, because that's literally what you could attack, and maybe had made some headway with the Satanic Panic type group of people, but just being he's not American when literally he is, and all these weird literally not true points is just, it's stupid, and it clearly just shows that they're fucking racist. It's all white supremacy. Because
Yeah,
you
they
know,
don't even do that.
so many people have performed at the Super Bowl that were an American, but
Coldplay wasn't Coldplay.
Coldplay. I mean, not even them. It's like the last however many. Yeah, they're not American, but what do they have?
Yeah, why was Coldplay fine? I just brought up an image of the band on my phone. I was like, no
Did
wonder
you have to
they
check
weren't
if they
complaining
were
about
white?
them.
Dude,
Well, I just wanted to know what they looked like, what their vibe was.
Anyways, let's go back.
About what he was actually going to do during the middle of the Super Bowl performance. It's about him. It's about him being chosen as the Super Bowl performer, somebody who's been an outspoken critic of.
So I want to talk about this because he highlighted so many different kinds of people, not just Puerto Rican people, but people from like all over the Caribbean and South America, and highlighted the slavery that used to go on. And I mean, there's still sugar cane farms and shit, but like the reason he was showing that is because of previous slavery. The electricity poles were also highlighting the electricity grid issues in Puerto Rico. So it's like saying it's about him when he's highlighting so many other people. Like, think about other Super Bowls and their performances. Like, it really is about the person. And then think about this, where it's literally he's cameoing like anti-colonialist figures and shit in his thing, like highlighting all these kinds of people. How is it about him? Like, they're always just grasping at straws. And what she can't say, or maybe what she will say, is that he's a spick. Okay, which I can say I'm Puerto Rican. That's a slur for Puerto Rican people, by the way.
I've never heard that before in my life.
Yeah. So, well, that's what she wants to say.
Yeah, absolutely. When she says it's about him, she means it's about the color of his skin.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
about what he
And
looks
about his-
like and what he represents.
His
and
sexy curly hair and his beautiful facial hair, and oh my god, his sexy brown skin. Sorry.
Of the Trump administration and of America and our anti-immigrant policies. This is long before the current controversy over.
She put, by the way, she put anti-immigrant in air quotations.
What do you mean air quotations?
Yeah,
That's literally what you do.
That's
what you
I mean, that's literally
just
what.
number one thing. What do you?
That's the policies.
Quotations. You should be proud of that. That's your entire fucking brand, huh?
No.
I'm crashing out. What the fuck? Why?
He's mad
What
today.
quotations are for? She just like throws them in at a random point in the interview because she thinks sounding sarcastic is important for these interviews. Jesus Christ.
America and our anti-immigrant policies. This is long before the current controversy over ICE. He doesn't want illegals deported from this country. Well, too bad, because the majority of Americans do want that and are not
true.
shy about pushing for it, and that's why President Trump got elected. So he and his little buddies over at Green Day never miss a chance.
Oh my God.
His little buddies over at Green Day, like
His little
buddies over at Green Day.
Like Green Day's
is
not one
Green
of the
Day
biggest
a
bands of all time, and Bad Bunny's not one of the biggest performers ever. Like, shut up, Megan.
It's so insane.
How about you spell your name normal?
God. Oh fuck, I completely forgot what I was gonna say after it's calling Green Day her little buddies.
guys.
I like Pierce just sitting here. He's doing Easter Egg Island head.
Oh, also her saying
You're
that.
just thinking about
Oh,
Carter.
I remember what I was gonna say. It was that her being like Trump got elected because people don't want illegals in this country. Yeah, absolutely. That was something they like said they were gonna do is like get rid of a whole bunch of people. But the reason that Trump got elected is because people thought it would improve their material conditions, and because he campaigned on releasing the Epstein files. That's why.
Neither happened. We don't
Have
need to tell
any
you
of
that.
those things happen?
No.
Or what are the current price?
I don't know. Peter Thiel.
That's why he got elected, and that's why nobody's happy with the administration right now, because it's not following through on those two things. Affordability and the Epstein files are a far bigger point with Americans than.
How about you guys afford these nuts?
States of America. He got selected because Jay-Z, for some reason, has got the choice over who performs at our Super
Because it's his. That's the record label. That's with the NFL. What do you mean Jay-Z? For some reason, that's who they chose to pick the performers. For some reason, that's how this works. You're on with Piers Morgan for some reason. Okay.
Honestly,
I guess the
wage?
implication being that Trump should also get to pick the Super Bowl thing. It should be called the Trump
I picked
Super
Pam
Bowl.
Bondi.
You've heard of the Trump Kennedy Center. Get ready for the Trump Super Bowl in the Trump Dome, where the Trump.
Hey, we know who
Hawk
Trump was
versus
giving
the
dome
Trump
to.
Patriot.
Hey.
Bubba.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah,
Here's another
he has to say
Yes.
This is a reference to Donald Trump giving head to Bill Clinton. They're probably both pedophiles.
Wow.
I'm sorry, Pierce, but
Or sorry, actually, Nads, we're gonna say something. Sorry.
it. I was, but now I'm head empty again.
Nice.
I'm
Perfect.
sorry.
So, I appreciate it.
I don't like the way her face looks in this still.
I mean,
to get up there
I-
and perform
She looks
the
insane.
Whole, the whole
She looks
show
like a
she has the
horse.
Mar-a-Lago face.
Spanish.
What
She
do they
looks
call
like a
that?
horse.
I guess I'm attracted to horses.
You would.
Hey,
The fuck?
clip
has
it.
got the choice over who performs at our Super Bowl. I'm sorry, Pierce, but to get up there and perform the whole show in Spanish.
Oh my god! How could he?
Spanish.
I couldn't understand it.
It's the same way. You're gonna see it later in the clip, but like it's how she says Spanish and Jay-Z there. It's like they're slurs.
Well, Jay-Z's a black man, so why would she give
I
him
know.
respect?
It's like
Yeah.
it's insane. Like her being Spanish.
Spanish.
Like it's a bad word.
She speaks it with the same entitlement of someone who like walks up to two random people in like a grocery store who are like speaking a different language other than English and tells them to speak in English. Even though it doesn't matter, they're unrelated, the world doesn't exist to serve English people at all times.
English people.
It's a middle finger
English
to the
people.
rest of America. Who gives a damn that we have 40 million Spanish speakers in the United States? We have 310
That's so many.
million who don't speak a lick of Spanish. This is supposed to be a unifying event for the country, not for the Latinos.
Oh!
So bad.
The movement? Okay, yeah. But like seriously, like what? Oh, no, that made my bones. My body.
No, it was
No,
She said-
no.
like I couldn't like the like she says it like a
Latinos.
that's insane the way she says it. Like so unnecessary, so racist. Like again, says it like a slur.
Dude, it's
Like you
because
know she wanted to say something else.
it's because everybody on that stage was better than her. Like she was like, I could never shake ass like that.
Her horse ass.
Her horse ass face. Eat a carrot, bitch.
Not for one small group, but for the country. We don't need a black national anthem. We don't need a Spanish.
What are you
That's the
talking
way
about?
she's listing things.
Did you know that they played the national anthem before the game started?
Whoa.
In
dude.
English.
Whoa.
Also- He didn't
Bean
in his
soup.
performance, and I feel like most Super Bowl performances that I've seen, I'm gonna be honest, I don't watch all of them because like I don't know, I'm scared I'm gonna get CTE from watching, but they don't really address the crowd a lot. Like he's singing in Spanish, but like it's not like he was like talking to the crowd or the like to the camera and speaking Spanish and like trying to like only talking to those people. It's like he's singing, he's showing so much that you don't have to understand Spanish to understand. Also, it's just like the songs are in Spanish, and that's fine. Like they're still just good music. It's like it's insane. And these are the same people that will like be like, you know what's the pinnacle of like musicality is like opera.
The Beatles.
It's like, bitch, you don't speak Italian.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean it's a nonsense point because she just like brings up numbers that I imagine are probably made up because if I was a betting man.
But
she's
also,
using made up
did you guys miss
statistics.
that she said black national anthem? What is that?
Yeah, I don't know what she's about to go on.
Yeah.
Nobody's calling for that.
I don't know. It's
Yeah,
just-
I mean I don't know. It's attack on Christmas shit again. Conservatives make shit up and make themselves the victims. It's the same shit over and over again.
she's pogging. Holy shit.
Small group, but for the country. We don't need a black national anthem. We don't need a Spanish-speaking, non-English performing performer, and we don't need an ICE or America hater.
What do we need then?
As our primetime entertainment.
Okay, what is the national language, officially, the national language of the United States of America?
You can't do that anymore. It's English.
Well,
I mean, English. And there's been a push for many years to make it an official,
you don't have one.
Documented thing.
You don't have one.
If you would have let me finish my comment, I would have pointed
no,
out.
because you.
Oh my god, she's acting so entitled to keep speaking, like she hasn't been spouting nonsense, because right-wing people are so used to just like doing fucking Instagram and just speaking, not having to ever interrupt themselves to let someone else speak. Her entitlement annoys me so much. She acts like he's interrupting her when he's like finally speaking after letting her speak for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
yeah. Anyways,
Okay,
I don't know if
so
I don't think we have to keep watching this, but
I want to. I just want to watch it the whole night.
Okay.
So bad. You just want to hear Latino over and over again.
Latino. Yeah, that's gonna be a new.
A new verbal tick.
A new tick. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the right wing crash out because of this is so insane, and it's like
it's pathetic.
They are the snowflakes. They are the one doing identity politics, which is just like you can't be American and speak Spanish. And
honestly, it's like, and you know what's so funny is like it feels like the ice people going into Mexican restaurants and eating there. It's like. That's just.
Well, it's because
I don't even want to talk about like the service people point, but like I don't think these people understand how much Latinos do in their day to day, and have to do with the comfortability they have in their life, and it disgusts me how much, regardless, even if they didn't do anything for you, how much vitriol people hold, and like the dehumanizing language, right? The illegals, like this kind of shit. It's like it's a person, you fucker, and I don't even know how to get it across to somebody. It's just like it's so many points of dehumanization. It sucks.
Yeah, and it's just also this insane thing where it's like you act like this wouldn't be acceptable to do in the UK, and I don't think it's like okay to like spout this bullshit anywhere. But like, let's not forget that this is stolen land. Let's not forget that like Latino people are like native to parts of the US.
Right.
Like, and they're speaking Spanish, which is a colonizer's language.
California is it's a Spanish word. Most of our cities are in Spanish. Same thing with Tejas.
Yeah, like, it's actually so ridiculous. And I'm just like, I'm so curious how many generations of Megyn Kelly's family have actually been in the U.S. Like, not that actually proves it, where if she goes back 16 fucking generations, it's okay. But, like, so many white people are immigrants. All of them are part of the colonizing class in this country. It is so ridiculous.
I also wonder how many of her ancestors are siblings.
Or how many horses.
At one point in my lineage, we started breeding with horses.
It's insane. But yeah, like, so there's been so many crash outs, and it's like it's literally just so blatantly racist, and like the Kid Rock Turning Point USA
so bad, dude. And also, and I don't know if it's confirmed, but like it's pretty much like it was pre-recorded, which is so funny.
Yeah, like him bringing the mic down at like.
It wasn't synced.
I don't know if y'all saw this.
It wasn't synced.
It wasn't synced. Oh my god! And then him crashing out, trying to explain that like, there's a DJ, but the DJ wasn't on camera and also was out of sync. And when I saw the first edit, I'm just kidding, it was live, but I saw the first edit and it looked bad. So it's just too complicated for them. I love them at Turning Point USA, but it was way too complicated for them because I'm dancing around.
Because it's a really complicated song.
Yeah, conservatives can never take self-accountability. It will literally never happen.
It was so embarrassing. Like, you have, like, he's so old and he's so embarrassing. He has, like, one song that anybody knows, and he's, like, a white supremacist.
And it's like, imagine watching that, and then you look at the Bad Bunny it's not even. remotely comparable.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason the Trump Kennedy Center is closing because they just literally no one of worth wants to play there. They don't have any prestige, so it'd just be embarrassing for them to continue to operate because it would just be Kid Rock for 2 years straight.
Well, I mean, maybe that'll kill them. You have to listen to Kid Rock 24/7.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a positive
and you
thought
find out he's not a kid.
This. I have a positive thought out of all this, which is the hope that maybe normies will start perceiving the right the way the right villainized the left for years as the like no fun people.
I think they're. I think that's kind of happening.
Because
the anti-lefts, the anti-left lol. The anti-ICE leftists are throwing ass on stage and dancing around like. Absolutely, and then the Kid Rock concert in a perfect dichotomy.
Yeah, everyone's just kind of jiggling their knees.
Jiggling their knees.
Yeah.
And also just the Kid Rock, like, with everything that's going on too, with the like Epstein stuff and like the fucking song lyrics, the like.
Oh, what the little kid or whatever.
I like them underage.
That's yeah.
Some say it's statutory, but I say it's mandatory.
At least he's honest.
He's he's so transparent, just like Trump.
Most transparent.
Transparent?
Ever.
I'm going to TPUSA, bro. Toilet paper.
Get him.
Got him, dude. That's all we can do. Also, we can call them toilet paper because it's like, you know, they have like a lot of money, and I'm just like a little fucking idiot. But you know, speaking of kids, that's a bad.
Jesus Christ.
That's a bad.
I mean, there's no tasteful way to do this transition because it's horrible subject.
Speaking of rich, pedophilic white men.
Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, U.S., your entire government is run by pedophiles
and pedophile protectors, and that's it.
Yeah,
that's all of them.
Yeah, that's really awesome. So. And also somewhat connected to the Super Bowl because on Super Bowl Sunday, a bunch of Epstein survivors like bankrolled this ad to kind of call attention to the situation. They obviously couldn't afford an actual Super Bowl ad because they're not Coinbase or the U.S. government. And I haven't seen it yet either, so I think it'll be brand new.
You haven't seen it?
No.
After years of being kept apart, we're standing together.
Standing together.
Because this girl deserves the truth.
Because she deserves the truth.
Because we all deserve the truth.
Yikes. Yeah, so it seems like the main thing they were calling attention to there is that like a law was signed that said they had to release unredacted files, and there's still 3 million files that haven't been released. And the U.S. government is in violation of the law. And
the stuff they have released, you know, it's no secret that they're covering up people that are in the files, but also they haven't been redacting victims, which is the whole point, which is fucking gross.
Required to.
I think I don't know if it was in the newest batch. I can't be 100% certain, but there was a whole email list that was sent by. Fuck, I'm such a piece of shit. It was one of the.
I remember this. It was like from their lawyer. The lawyer representing it like sent an email, and they like specifically.
It was like 44 names of who they were supposed to redact, and they put the email in the files unredacted, so it's just all the names, and it's literally just outing all of these people. So these people, like, not only have they gone through the trauma of this whole entire thing, but now they have to re-experience it. They're probably going to experience harassment in various forms, probably from the fucking I mean, they probably already have been being harassed by, like, the government and shit, I'm sure. Like, or not the government,
sure.
People in power. So, I don't know.
Yeah, it's just awful. And like some of these people, like it's not like their like friends or family or employers know about this. Like you don't, if you've like been abused or been a victim of like any sort of sexual abuse, it's not like you tell everybody in your life your experiences. Like that's such a personal thing to have just be publicly made available. And it's like it's so ridiculous because it's like it's not just like, oh, they're being malicious, and well, they obviously are, but it's like the fact that they're legally required to release all these documents and to redact all the victims' names, and that they're just not doing that is just, it's so insane. And it's also just not being talked about enough.
Yeah, when I hear a lot of Congress people talk about it, I still feel like it's being too normalized, how they are in direct violation of the law. But I mean, who investigates the investigators? The Congress that should hold the federal department accountable is refusing to do so. So yeah, and it's crazy in terms of like the incompetence is just insane because they aren't even doing a good job of covering up like Donald Trump's name in the files. Like it's something they talked about in terms of when they recently had Congress people able to go in and look at the slightly less redacted files. They were still redacted, but they were slightly less redacted. They had people go in and they were literally tracking those Congress people's search histories and then deleting the files that they looked at, just like live. Like you can literally see the Trump's name count has just reduced every day as they continually, and they're literally watching the subreddit and seeing things on Reddit that go viral in the Epstein files, then they go and delete those files. It's just insane because it's simultaneously so incompetent. Like they couldn't do this before they released it. Like they're so bad at doing fascism that they're outsourcing, the FBI is outsourcing the labor of redacting Donald Trump's name from the files to Reddit.
Well, they're the biggest internet sleuths. They figure everything out. I'm surprised they haven't sent it to 4chan. Yeah, the smartest section of the internet.
Like it feels like at least this is something that like we will look back on and there may be justice, but like in the moment that it's happening, it's like obviously some people are pushing like actually like using this narrative, but it's just like if the again, like it's not all about like politics and who's in charge. It's like it's about like, you know, victims getting justice, like these horrible like co-conspirators like actually like receiving any sort of like punishment for this. But and like that's the more important thing. But like if you're a Democratic Party right now, like hammer this, like just say over and over again, Epstein files, Trump is a pedophile, all these members of the administration are like noted in this. And like if they say, oh, what about Bill Clinton? You say, yeah, fuck Bill Clinton. Who cares? Like it's not that hard to say pedophilia is bad, sex trafficking is bad, sex trafficking minors is even worse. Well, like it's all bad. Like how is that crazy?
Well, because it's unconfirmed.
It's unbelievably disturbing that we're moving into this world of where the right-wing media now has to defend pedophilia. Like we've seen all the headlines and all the way influencers have pivoted. Oh, you know, they weren't like 13-year-olds. First of all, they were, and second of all, there's no degrees of pedophilia that are more acceptable than others. All
guys,
bad.
Can we stop bullying pedophiles?
Yeah. Meet Ted Cruz.
Ted Cruz.
Exact quote.
Turns
out it wasn't a gaffe. It was a Freudian slip.
Yeah, we need Megyn Kelly back up here saying, oh, he liked them barely legal, and then saying 15.
Yeah, I know, and then has the audacity to talk. You know why she didn't like the Bad Bunny performance? It's because all those dancers were over 18, and it really upset her.
The children that were dancing were like not sexualized.
Yeah, at all, and it's just really frustrating when you see that. If you're Megyn Kelly, of course.
Oh, yeah, I'm having like my own personal like what the fuck moment because like Wexner's named in this like in the Epstein files a bajillion times, but he was also like there was a redacted document about him being a co-conspirator I don't know if you can speak to this at all, Mitchell. But they like basically tried to hide it, and then somebody was like, "Why are you redacting names of co-conspirators? That's insane." And they actually made them report it. And
Who was it?
Les Wexner.
Oh yeah, well, because that guy's a guy that was known to be very closely associated with Epstein like years ago. So like it's embarrassing that they even tried to redact it.
No, he's in the files like a million times over.
Yeah,
aside from this, just trying to be like, oh, they were just like friends. It's the same thing as Trump, where they're just trying to be like, oh, they just like knew each other, but it's not like just because you're in the files doesn't mean anything. Blah blah blah. But like he was named as a co-conspirator, and he's like former. Yeah, and he's like the former owner of Victoria's Secret, which is like gross enough as it is that this like crusty ass old man who is
he was concerned about women's underwear.
Sells women's underwear and is like that. But I saw somebody talking about like how he also owns like the store Pink, which was basically like junior Victoria's Secret. I don't know if y'all know anything about this.
I do, yeah.
Yeah. Being little boys instead of little girls at the time. But like I think about that, and like Pink has had its own controversies separate of that, of like over sexualizing children and like trying to sell lingerie to children.
I did see. Okay, that's what I was gonna say. I said I did know that, but I actually didn't know Pink was for children because it never seemed like it was. Because I know my mom would shop at Victoria's Secret and she had Pink stuff, like just because I think it did overlap. So I didn't think it was for children because that's the only time I'd ever go in there. When you said that earlier, I was like, what? Because it didn't feel like it when I was a kid. I obviously.
Absolutely, and like now they've really tried to like do this like it literally says on there like for college girls type thing, right? So they're like trying to do that actually barely legal, like 18 to like 20 whatever. But they like literally had controversies in I think it was 2013. They had this like underwear line that said things like feeling lucky and like wild, and it was targeted at teens and preteens. Like it was like super clearly like for preteens. Like I shopped there when I was like 12, literally 12, and I stopped at like I don't know, like part of it is because it like kind of didn't stay that like relevant, I think, but like I stopped shopping there probably before it was legal, truthfully, and like I wasn't like buying lingerie sets and whatever, and like whatever, but like it's just like so weird looking back on how that was like marketed as like the step into Victoria's Secret, and it was just all that, and it's like obviously not his worst crimes by far, but it's just like it's so extra creepy to know that somebody who was in this like pedophile ring was also influencing the way that like lots of like underage girls dressed. Like
that's insanely gross.
It's insanely gross to think about that. Like that is just like I was influenced by this like pedophile ring and like what to buy and like wearing the scents that they like are selling to 13-year-olds to try and be sexy.
It's a really dark meme, but it was like the reason I never had a girlfriend in middle school is because this is who I was competing with, and it was just like politicians or whatever. Like,
oh, I've seen so many of those memes now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's old news by now, but that's what it reminded me of.
Yeah. It's exactly what you're saying, Nads, or it's just so disturbing seeing all the ways the pedophilia ring has like reached into elements of society. Because like just all our rich people are involved in this. That should be disgusting whoever it is. I don't care if it's Bill Clinton. I don't care if it's Bill Gates or the people that the right think are left wing when they're just not. They're just conservatives.
And what if your favorite celebrity's in there?
It's also just like it's not mostly celebrities. It's mostly like
billionaires.
It's mostly politicians, billionaires, people in tech. Like we kind of were under the impression previously, whenever there was conspiracies about this, that it was gonna be like Hollywood elite, and like there's definitely some people in there that are like Hollywood or Hollywood adjacent, but primarily no, it's way more politicians.
And I mean, and above all, I mean, the reason all this is happening is because the best part is Donald Trump would let all those people burn, but his name is all over the Epstein files. What was the initial number? I don't remember it right now, but I know everyone's been saying, like, he's mentioned more than Jesus in the Bible. He's mentioned more than Harry Potter in
It's because he's the number 2.
franchise. And this is what they gave us. This is what they spent, like, years redacting, removing his name from them. And they still handed us dozens and dozens of outright incriminating files that explicitly name him in court documents and FBI complaints.
Well, it was a distraction. It's all lies. So here's that about that.
And like, if you wanna bring up the first document, the 4-page document that I
don't
for us. Yeah, and then you can scroll down. This is the one that people have been talking about. It's at the bottom of the 3rd page. It talks about how Donald Trump says he threw Epstein out of his club, and he called the local police, and the person who received this call confirmed that yes, he received this call. And this is an official document that they released. So like, either you trust the Justice Department or they're full of shit, but also they're also full of shit. Like, they released this file. You could show this to Pam Bondi and she'll have to deny her own Justice Department's legitimacy if she wants to deny it. But it literally says that Donald Trump knew he was a pedophile in 2006, which goes against everything he has said publicly up to this point. Every story he has released, which again is kind of old news. Like, there are reports that like he had Epstein over for Thanksgiving in 2017. But he has repeatedly claimed that he completely cut ties. And, like, that was even the narrative up till now. Like, even people like Hassan, you could go back and find clips of Hassan saying that, like, his belief was that Trump did cut ties and that there was no credible evidence that he was involved. But now it's become very clear that Bro was very involved. Another thing I didn't have a picture of actively to bring, but another thing that people talk about in the files is how the word "don't" is redacted, which seems really random and insane. Like, there's so many files where just the word "don't," and it's clearly the word "don't" because you can just parse that it's the word "don't" from context, and the word "don't" is blocked up. And it's like, I wonder why Don T was auto redacted by whatever ChatGPT nonsense they put the files through and still failed to remove all the mentions of
it's
Donald
so
Trump.
crazy to like trust AI to hide pedophilia, and like to not just have someone go through it is so crazy. And I mean, I don't even know that's the case. I mean, I don't know what the case would be. Like, to not actually have, like, if you wanted to cover this up, have actual competent people do it. It's so crazy.
Yeah, they're doing a horrible job, and they're banking that nobody will care or nobody will look into it and nobody will be able to prosecute. It's insane. I saw it when Caroline Leavitt, the White House press secretary, was being asked this question, basically being like, so what's up? Like, Trump, there's like somebody claiming that Trump knew about Epstein and went to the police like in the aughts. She was like, well, that may or may not be true and we don't actually know, but if it was, it would just prove that he's a really awesome guy and he cut ties, which is super on brand with everything he said thus far, so it's actually fine. And it's like, no, we actually need to get these people in a courtroom who are like lying to the American people, some of them actually perjuring themselves, and just be like, no, here are the facts, and also go to jail. Like, all of you hiding this, like, we actually need to break it down in front of a jury or in front of a judge and actually have it be live streamed or whatever so that the American people can see this, because they're trying to like pick and choose exactly like what the narrative is and say all of these like exact talking points because they're like just banking that we like don't know the actual information and that nobody's gonna fact check them on this.
Yeah, and I mean what's depressing is that when they get, and you can watch it if you go and watch Pam Bondi being interviewed by Congress, is that it doesn't even care if you fact check them. She will just insult you. She'll just act like a toddler and say, no, you're a poo-poo head. I love pedophiles. And then it's just kind of like it's on the American people to hold them accountable, because the Justice Department isn't going to hold the Justice Department accountable, apparently.
Yeah, and it's just like what do you do? I mean, what can you do?
But you keep pushing this. Like,
right.
Like,
I don't think anyone's going to stop.
What do you and I do? I hope not, because there is just like yeah, like, I feel like they need people to be pressing this. They need to get Pam Bondi on stage, like, in court, perjuring herself over and over again, because, like, it's so crazy. They're like, what do you say about this horrible thing that happened? And then she'll just be like, did you ask the previous Attorney General this? Did you ever think about Bill Clinton being a piece of shit as well? It's like, yeah, get them all. I don't care. I don't care if the pedophile's a Democrat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Big agree.
Yeah, and
But it also just kind of shows their mindset of like, this is a football team. It's like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
Like, if Bernie Sanders is a pedophile, throw him under the bus. I'm already mad at them for the Israel shit, but like, who cares? Like, that's not anything I give a shit about. Put the pedophiles in jail.
Like,
hello?
Like, Noam Chomsky? Yeah, get his ass.
Yeah, I
get
know.
his 98-year-old ass. Like,
Throw him under the prison.
it genuinely shows the American insanity that's occurring, that like these files being released has had genuinely seismic political impacts in other places in the world. Like, you have the King of Britain being like, yeah, my brother might be kind of fucked, we need to investigate him. Like, the monarchy is showing stronger ability to hold itself accountable than supposedly the leaders of the free world in America. More like leaders of the pedophile world.
Good one.
good one, get him.
That was not a good one. Kill me.
Yeah, I know, that was lying.
But
that was
I don't know. I'm just
sarcastic.
going to say it. Like, it's like pedophile government is dropped. Is anyone going to do anything? Like, I know they always say that the slide into fascism is always like point A is only point A goes to point B, and point B is only slightly worse than point A, and point B is only slightly worse.
It's pretty
than point
funny
B.
because
So, like, it's pedophile government.
There's a lot of these guys. No, it's okay. Just keep talking about point A and B. A lot of these guys are the same dudes that will like want to justify committing violence by being like, "Dude, I would kill a pedophile if anything happened." And it's like, and then now it comes and they're like, "Well, I guess it's tight if it's one of my boys." It's like, dude, okay.
Well, it's classic. It's always
Completely
been.
on principle.
Yeah, oh, of course.
My boy wouldn't. Wasn't him. I only believe that people who are like sex offenders are the guys hiding in the bush at night, jumping out and attacking my girl. That's the only form of that. It can't be your neighbor. It can't be your friend. It can't be your like family member. It can't be your government.
Free my boy Epi.
I think
That's what I call him. All right.
Do you want to watch the video of Bondi perjuring herself? I don't know the name or the congressperson who like gets her, but I actually really appreciate his methods.
I appreciate nothing right now. I have such a black heart.
Merrick Garland dropped the ball, as did Attorney General Bill Barr, as did Alex Acosta, a whole string of failures. But you are in charge. You have the power to change things, to hold these men accountable, and you're doing the opposite. You're protecting them. So I want to move on to another man.
Can I answer
Donald
that,
Trump.
though?
I want to move on to another
Can I answer
question.
your question about protecting?
You answered the question.
You're saying no. I love this.
I want to discuss another man,
God, I
Donald
hate
Trump,
Shut up.
who is all
Yeah,
over
I
the
know.
Epstein files. Like former Prince. Here's the video.
Right. It's not funny. It's just the video, the music.
Hey. We can just
I
get
love how he's just like literally like licking Epstein's ear. Epstein looks so bored
Like-
with him.
because he
Former
wants
Prince
to. He
Andrew,
wants to suck him.
Okay.
Donald Trump attended various parties
Wait, what? Are you watching this?
Yeah, you can play it.
Oh, okay.
with Jeffrey Epstein. I want to know, were there any underage girls at that party or at any party that Trump attended with Jeffrey Epstein?
This is so ridiculous, and that they are trying to deflect from all the great things Donald Trump has done. There is no evidence that Donald Trump has
Crazy.
committed a crime.
Say deflect
Everyone
right
knows
now.
that. This has been the most transparent
Everyone knows
presidency.
that.
He's the one that asked that those files
I'm reclaiming my time.
be
I got your
released.
answer. You said there's no
President
evidence.
Trump asked
Chairman, please
I'd
stop
like
the
to
clock.
keep my
to
time.
Please
sign
stop the clock.
the legislation.
Time.
This is
Time.
this
I'd like
is
to take
ridiculous.
my time.
Time belongs to the gentleman from California.
Okay. I'm going to put up another document from a witness who called the FBI's National Threat Operations Center, because I believe you just lied under oath. There is ample evidence in the Epstein file.
Don't you ever accuse me of a crime.
I believe you just lied under
Oh
oath.
my God.
And this is on video.
Jesus
You
Christ.
said,
People
"As
were
long as the
saying
crime,
she
I'm
sounded
showing
like she
you,
was on
here
something in
is
this.
Okay.
a witness
believe it.
statement who called into the
She's on that
FBI's
Penji.
Threat Operations Center. He drove Donald Trump around in a limo. He overheard what Donald Trump said to Jeffrey on his cell phone. He was so angry, he was going to stop the limo and hurt Donald Trump. And he met a girl who said she was raped by Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. She later had her head blown off. And officers at the scene said that could not have been suicide. No one,
That's basically
no one,
it. It's
the
just
Department of Justice,
her perjuring herself. There's also, I didn't realize it was included in this clip, but he basically starts being like, so you know this like the photo of it's Andrew, right? Prince Andrew?
Yeah.
I should know this. Where he's like over top of somebody and their face is like redacted. And he's like, starts this by being like, so to be clear, like, why is this person's face redacted? Is it because like you had to redact victims' information? And she was like, yeah, duh. It's like the only question she actually answers. She's like, yeah, that's why it's redacted. And he's like, okay, so you admit this is a victim that Prince Andrew is like over top of. Like, I feel like this is exactly what you need to do every time. You need to actually get them with evidence. Like, she's trying to like filibuster and like just like spin things and say no you every single time. No, the Democrats. No, like deflect from Trump, deflect from the actual shit. But like you need to actually hammer her with evidence, being like, okay, you're saying this person is a victim, so there is evidence that these people are complicit in this like pedophilia ring. Why are you not investigating them?
Yeah, that's not even the only document that directly implicates Donald Trump. Is the best part.
Oh, absolutely not. There's even literally what you said, like the other document that we talked about that he knew he was a pedophile, and then literally he said he was a great guy.
Yeah, he was a great guy. I mean, it's just crazy that we're having this conversation because he literally said on the public record, "I love Epstein. He loves beautiful women. He even likes them on the younger side." It's like, oh, that's such a self-tell. and you'll have people seriously trying to defend him because it's such a cult.
I don't know. It's like, I want to yell about it, but it's just like, what can you even say? Like, again, I guess the point isn't to try to get into people's heads. It's now just putting pressure on the admin, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like you just have to keep talking about this as much as it feels like, oh my God, what is there we can do? Like, of course we all knew this was the case. Like nobody thought Trump was innocent. It's like, this man is still president. Yeah. We need to talk about it. You need to tell your representatives that you still care about this. You need to push for there to actually be investigation and prosecution. In this same, I don't even know what this was, hearing whatever that Bondi was in front of. They had victims stand up and said that the DOJ has not talked to any of the victims.
Yep. Yeah, I saw a really powerful
insane.
image of them all standing up behind Bondi and raising their hands. They were asked, raise your hands if you haven't been interviewed by the Department of Justice, and every single victim there raised their hand because there's no sincere attempt to investigate this ring of pedophiles. They've literally like the Kash Patel literally also lied like months ago when he said there's no evidence that anyone other than Epstein was a pedophile. And then, we got the documents, and it's like, yeah, a lot of this would be considered evidence worth investigating.
It's the Ezra Klein. It seems like he probably kept those two aspects of his life separate.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I love that argument. Like Hassan talks about all the time. In terms of, Jeffrey Epstein just had such crazy aura that all these unbelievably rich and powerful people around the world congregated towards him and just liked hanging out with him. He just had a great vibe. They just gave him his money for no reason, just because they just felt like giving him a bunch of money to have infinite money and infinite private island. And they just hung out with him. He's such a good vibe.
Dude, you don't understand his charisma.
Independently, he was a pedophile. Yeah.
Yeah, he was just a really sweet hang. But also he liked children. But I didn't know that, even though it was one of the
Yeah,
most
I didn't know
obvious
that.
things I've ever seen. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's also like, I can't say what I want to say because we'll get banned on YouTube. I think that's why I'm feeling this way. And I'm not even like joking.
It's so depressing.
Like,
that has to be controversial. No, I know what you mean.
yeah.
I mean,
I
we'll
also
probably
think-
still have to heavily edit this episode for things that we said.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
probably.
We'd never say anything bad. It's
Yeah,
Oh, there's
pedophile's
no-
bad. Hot new far left position. Like it'll join the ranks of people should have food and a place to live in terms of extremist leftist ideology that's destroying America as we know it.
yeah, and I don't know if it's just like the buzzword of the Epstein files, and that there's been so many memes and so many like jokes thrown around, and that it was like a conspiracy kind of to start, if you would, like. And like some conspiracies are true, obviously, but like I feel like people forget that people were being trafficked, children were being trafficked, children were being sexually assaulted, children were being raped, like that this is like an extremely serious thing, and it's not just like haha Pam Bondi is being insane.
Dumb, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like literally,
Because, like,
she is covering up child sexual abuse, like that.
Yeah.
plain
Like,
and simple.
she is unbelievably evil.
Yeah, like this is unbelievably evil, and everybody who gets in the way of this coming out is unbelievably evil. And I think it's like really easy to kind of just like think about it in the whole like, oh, Donald Trump's like crazy shit. Like he put out a video of the Obamas as apes, and like not that that's okay either. That's obviously incredibly fucked up too, and not funny. But like, there's just like so many things where like I feel like Trump is like oversaturated on what would be like normally acceptable for presidency, that like you're just kind of like, oh yeah, he was probably friends with this guy, and it's just a thing that we accept now. It's like, no, this is incredibly horrible.
Yeah, I mean it's just like Steve Bannon always flood the zone. That's their strategy. Flood the zone. That's why he does things like the racist ass Obama video. Like it's very overused to call something a distraction. Like people were calling like the invasion of Venezuela a distraction from the Epstein files. And I'm just like, no, those are just two horrible things, but that are consistent with their ideology. But like, the racist Obama thing is like a distraction to grab headlines away from what anyone in America should be saying every single day until it stops being true, which is our entire government is run by pedophiles.
That was just a
Our entire
Lion King
government is run by
reference.
pedophiles.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, have we been the basement leftists?
Yeah, I think we've
Yeah.
been them.
Pedophile's bad. That's our far.
I think that's a
left
hot take. I think everything we've said right now has been new and
Yeah.
groundbreaking.
Centrists will look at pedophile bad and pedophile good and be like, I can't tell the difference between you.
Well,
Yeah.
Jeffrey Epstein killed themselves.
Oh yeah, we didn't even get to that. Epstein killed himself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the like
New
FBI
news.
document that is about his death a day before his death. That was in the files.
Yep.
Oh, that sounds off Kirkoffily similar. Kirk. Yeah, we've been the basement leftist, man. Fuck. I got nothing left.
Drive safe.
Don't do it. Don't drive safe. Drive crazy. Drive.
You're the voice.
This has been the basement leftist. Oh,